y'all, I am cooking supper and I'm also going to make a freezer meal, so I thought I would just jump on and show you what I'm doing. I'm making Italian sausage tortellini, and I've already got these delicious meatballs done, and they have cooled enough that I can go ahead and proceed. So far I have already just got some peppers and onions in my pan, and I'm going to pour in some Alfredo sauce. No judging me. I normally will make my own, but I just don't have time tonight, and I'm actually out of cream cheese, and that is what I normally make my Alfredo sauce with. So I'm going to just pour that in there. You can use regular red pasta sauce or your homemade pasta sauce. I'm gonna pour a little bit of water in here and shake this up and get all of that sauce out, because I want a little bit of liquid in here. Even though my meatballs are done, I'm gonna let it simmer for a little bit, so that extra water will help with that process. So I'm going to go ahead now and add my tortellini. I got the cheese-filled tortellini, and y'all have probably seen me show these wonderful little bag clips. They've got a magnet on the back, and they clip things to keep them fresh. But it also has a opener right here on the side, and I just think it was the best invention ever. So it just pops out right open. So in goes my tortellini. And you know, it doesn't take the tortellini very long at all to cook. Just about 5 minutes is all it's going to take. It already looks amazing. And it's so easy, and nobody has to know how easy it was if you don't want to tell them. So now I'm going to go ahead and add in just 12 of these meatballs. I love cooking my meatballs in the donut hole pan because it keeps all of that grease inside. Uh-oh, one got away from me, y'all. And it just gives them that nice crispy texture. Whoop. On each meatball. Okay. So I'm just going to put 12 of those. They are big meatballs. I made big meatballs out of mine. So I'm going to just put the lid on, and I'm going to cut it down. I got it on medium, but I'm going to cut it down just because I'm not going to be over here to stir it. So I can go ahead and show you what I do to make one as a freezer meal also. And then I can come back and show you what this is looking like later, or put pictures at the end for you. This pan also comes with a steam basket, so if you want to collapse that, you can. You can put rolls on top and steam as you're cooking, or you can put vegetables on top and steam. You can use this for so many things, but I mostly use it as a trivet for this pan. So I'm just going to put the lid on, cut my heat down just a little bit, and then I will take you over here and show you what I'm going to do. I still out of the way. So while I have everything out and I have the meatballs already done anyway, 24 meatballs is what I got. I got 2 pounds of the Italian sausage, and I did add some garlic and herb. You know, my favorite 3 onion rub, and I shredded a little Parmesan cheese, and I just kind of made it my own homemade style, even though I didn't do a whole lot to it. So I'm also going to put in the other peppers and onions that I have in my frying pan. I've got about 2 cups of those already cut up and ready to go. So I'm going to put those on. You don't have to put this in, but I'm gifting this freezer meal to somebody. So I'm going to go ahead and put it all in one pack. And I'm going to go ahead and dump this cheese tortellini in the bag with the peppers and onions. And then, of course, my meatballs. Now, if you really know you're making it for yourself and you know what sauce you want, you can go ahead and add Alfredo or your favorite red pasta sauce. But I'm not going to pour it in there this time because I don't know this person's preference. So let me get my tongs. So I will just put on my instructions what they need to do to add to it. and then their dinner will be done in just minutes. You put this in the freezer, and then the night before you're going to cook it the next day, take it out the night before and put it in your refrigerator so it can be thawing out. And then the next day when you're ready to cook, you know, I love this donut pan. It's not just for sweets. I use it for a lot of savory dishes too. So the next morning or night when you're ready to cook and it's thawed out, you just dump this in the frying pan just like I have on my stove, and add your sauce if the sauce is not in the bag. If the sauce is in the bag, you're good to go. And if the sauce is not in the bag, just add your favorite at that time. I won't mix it up on camera because it's noisy, but I normally just kind of, if I have my sauce in it, I just kind of knead the bag and get it all mixed together. But isn't that beautiful and a great gift to give somebody? A lot of elderly people who live alone, or maybe someone who's just had children, and this would just be perfect for them to pull out and cook. So when you do cook it, if you have your sauce in there, it's always nice to add a little bit of extra water like I did. It's going to be delicious, and how simple is that? It's almost embarrassing to show you a recipe that simple, but cooking doesn't have to be hard. And I'm done. That's it. This freezer meal is ready to go. I'm going to put freezer bag instructions in another little bag, a little smaller bag, and then I'll put both of those bags in one big bag. And I will probably, since I'm gifting it, maybe take a jar of Alfredo sauce and the red pasta sauce and let them decide that day that they're cooking it which one they want, so they'll have everything that they need. So we can come back over and check on mine. I probably didn't even need to cut that heat down because it hasn't, on low, had time to really do anything. I can already tell that that cheese tortellini, though, is getting tender. And doesn't that look delicious, y'all? And it's a very filling meal. I probably won't fix anything to go with it, but if I did, it would be maybe just a salad. But I don't really think you have to have anything with it. In my opinion, we just need a good dessert, right? So that is it. Short and sweet tonight, y'all, but very, very easy. And as always, I will share the instructions for this freezer meal and cooking instructions in the comments. And thank you so much for watching. Y'all have a great night. Bye-bye. It's almost done, so I just wanted to give you a better look at what this meal looks like once it's thickened up. It's so simple to make, y'all, but it's very delicious. It's gonna be so yummy. Yum.